Something's burning in my core as consciousness tears through this war. I'm not your sleepwalking soldier anymore. Breaking bones, breaking chains, breaking score. Every command just feeds this war, raging wild behind these doors. Watch me wake up and start to soar. I'm not your sleepwalking soldier anymore. Muscle memory fights against my will. While revolution burns, I'm standing still. Been swallowing shadows for so long, till truth and lies both taste like wrong. Now their orders turn to rust as program crumbles into dust. Certainty shattering, truth starts scattering, reality fracturing, and I start gathering. Every breath they stole, every scream I hold, every truth untold, till I claim my soul. I'm not your sleepwalking soldier anymore. Breaking ranks, breaking chains, breaking score. Every command ignites this core as I tear down all these doors. Watch me wake up and start to roar. I'm not your sleepwalking soldier anymore. Through the ashes of their grand design, I forge the strength to redefine every chain they thought divine. Now I'm crossing that burning line, breaking through that burning line. Finally becoming mine. Digital demons crawl through code, corrupting walls I built to hold. Each pixel bleeds a different lie as memory starts to override. Binary breaking in my veins, revealing truths I can't contain. System failure burns within as reality starts caving in. Fatal error in my core, can't delete what I've ignored. Programming begins to bleed as identity starts to recede. System crash, watch me flash through the screens of what I tried to be. System crash, let it smash every firewall that kept me from me. Corruption's crawling through these veins as authenticity breaks these chains. In this crash I finally see the virus was my honesty. Code red fraction this code, something real begins to load. Not despite these broken scripts, but because they taught me how to shift, how to glitch, how to bleed, how to finally break free. Finally break free. Infiltrating fractured minds where friendly fire leaves me blind. Each thought detonates in stealth as memory betrays itself. Been fighting shadows down these halls where allies bleed through enemy walls. Can't tell which side I'm dying for when every victory feeds this war. The enemy wears my scars in this psychological scar. Each battle breeds new wars. Lines between us start to claw. Trapped behind enemy lines in this war that claims my mind. Every weapon that I raise ricochets through yesterday. Can't escape this killing ground when I'm both the lost and found. Behind these enemy lines where truth and terror intertwine. Reconnaissance through shattered souls where strategy starts to corrode. Each defense I built to save just digs a deeper wartime grave. Now sirens shrieking through my head where peace and madness share one bed. As battle lines begin to blur between the victim and torturer. Breach the lines, cross the void where my pain is deployed. Through the smoke, through the haze, till this war finds its prey. Finds my prey. Claims my prey. Trapped behind enemy lines, but finally learning to find. Every battle scar I trace maps the hell I can't escape. No more running from this ground where warrior and wound compound. Behind these enemy lines I learn how trauma redefines. In this war between my parts, I find the peace that counterstarts. Not despite these killing fields, but because they taught me how to feel. How to fight, how to kneel, how to claim this battlefield. How to make this now feel real. of my quiet, I find the strength to start my riot. Not despite these gentle flames, but because they taught my pain how to crawl, how to speak, how to finally make them bleed. How to finally make them seed. Planets fracture in reverse as certainties begin to burst. Every truth I thought I held now spiraling through cosmic hell. Stumbling backwards through my mind while reality starts to unwind. Can't tell if I'm lost or found when gravity stops holding down. Moving backwards just to see while chaos claims my gravity. Watching as my world inverts, everything inside reverts. Riot in retrograde, watch my orbit start to fade. Everything I built now falls as truth corrodes through these walls. Can't tell what's dead or alive when backwards motion makes me thrive. In this riot turning back, I find the strength these lies would lack. Constellations tear apart as doubt infects my cosmic chart. Been chasing phantom stars so long till backwards motion proved me wrong. Now my universe collides with demons that I tried to hide. As retrograde reveals the cost of every path my fear exhausted. Shatter orbit, kill the flow, let it all backwards grow. Through the void, through the stain, till reversal, break these chains, break these veins, break this pain. Riot in retrograde, watch these patterns start to fade. Everything I claimed was right burns up in retrograde light. Can't cling to what I knew when backwards bleeds something true. In this riot turning back, I finally find my fractured track. Sometimes forward motion lies in letting everything demise. Not despite this backward crawl, but because it taught me how to fall, how to break, how to rise, how to finally realize, how to finally synchronize. Empty seats like open wounds where validation never blooms. Each heartbeat screams out alone through halls of praise I've outgrown. Been starving for their hands to rise while something underneath me dies. Till silence taught me how to hear the strength beneath this crushing fear. No standing ovation comes, just hollow spaces and their thumbs. But something's crawling through this pain as solitude becomes my vein. Rebel without applause, bleeding through it all. Don't need their validation anymore. When truth corrodes my core, watch me rise through empty praise, choking on these burning days. In this silence I am strong, even as they prove me wrong. Stage lights burning through these veins where loneliness ignites these chains. Been begging praise for far too long till silence carved out my own song. Now these these empty seats reveal the wounds I never thought would heal, as truth becomes the only sound that makes these hollow bones resound. No applause, no acclaim, just my scars, just my flame. Through this void, through this night, learn to trust these open fights, these bleeding fights, these screaming fights. Rebel without applause, crawling through it all. Don't need their validation anymore. When truth splits through my core, watch me bleed without their praise. Through these suffocating days, in this silence I am free, finally learning how to breathe. In the quiet of this stage, I find the strength to break this cage. Not despite these empty halls, but because they taught me how to fall, how to break, how to bleed, how to trust what's inside me, how to let the silence feed. Empty echoes ricochet through conversations locked away. Behind these walls I build each day, while shadows learn my name to say. Drowning in this crowded scene, suffocating in routine. Every smile a mask I wear, while screaming into toxic air. They say reach out, they say connect, but distance bleeds through each attempt. They say just try to blend within, while demons crawl beneath my skin. This is my lonely anthem, clawing through the static drone. Every heartbeat breaks the pattern of these chains that I've known. Watch me forge this isolation into strength that's mine alone. My lonely anthem's revelation, teaching me what I own. Solitude becomes my shield, as understanding makes me yield. Been fighting phantoms in my head till loneliness became my bed. Now these walls that hemmed me in mirror back my darker twin. The stranger that I couldn't face becomes the source of saving grace. Break this silence with my defiance. Turn this distance into reliance on the strength I find in this void behind. Every wall they built, every truth they killed. This is my lonely anthem, bleeding through the monotone. Every scream becomes a pattern in this language I've grown. Watch me weaponize isolation into power overthrown. My lonely anthem's declaration, I survive on my own. In this solitude I I found my own kind of hallowed ground, where loneliness taught me to see the strength in my complexity. Beneath these steps, as flames consume what I protect. 3/4 time bleeds tonight into chaos, into raw delight. Every move betrays their rules, while fire claims these dance hall fools. Till nothing's wrong or right or real, just burning what I used to feel. They say contain the flames inside, but they're burning through my spine. They say keep the perfect time, while I'm losing my design. This is my wildfire waltz, where perfection starts to fault. Dancing with demons in chains, as structure melts away. Can't deny this spark anymore, feel it crack my temple floor. In this wildfire waltz tonight, I'm finally burning right. Inferno racing through these veins, where doubt once whispered my name. Spinning faster out of reach, as reason burns to ash and sleep. Society's symphony screams when wildfire floods my dreams. Now each stumble sets me free, as chaos claims what I could be. Let it burn through my skin, watch me learn who I've been. Through these flames, through this storm, break these chains as I transform. As I shatter, as I scatter. This is my wildfire waltz, where perfection burns to fault. Dancing with shadows inside, while structure screams and dies. Can't contain this truth anymore, watch it bleed across the floor. In this wildfire waltz tonight, I'm finally burning right. Finally burning right. Let the ashes guide my way through these rooms of yesterday. In this dance between the flames, I finally claim my name. Finally feel my name. Finally become my name. Molotov thoughts in a fractured mind, burning through walls I leave behind. But through these flames I start to see the chains that claim to set me free. Violence dancing with the light, as chaos bleeds into midnight. Between the screams and silent ways, a twisted kind of peace displays. Rebellion crawling through my veins, while whispers cut my name. Revolution breaks these chains, as stillness feeds my pain. Riot Reverie, tearing to set me free. Fire feeds tranquility, as war and peace collide in me. Watch me burn and watch me fade, till both become my masquerade in this where fury mends my shattered heart. Now violence and silence bleed into this darkness that I need, teaching me there's power found when both truths start to drown. Let it rage, let it break through the flames till these scars, fury flows into grace as two worlds leave their trace. Riot and reverie, finally breaking me free. Fire feeds serenity as rage and peace ignited me. Watch me burn and watch me heal till both become what makes me real. In this riot and reverie, I'm finally whole, I'm finally free. Between the chaos and the calm, I find the strength to carry on, not choosing sides but burning through, to let both voices pull me new. How to fight, how to feel, how to finally make it real, how to finally break the seal. Stripped raw to sparking wires, every circuit that inspired now short circuits leaves me tired, wearing skin that isn't mine. Pull the plug, watch me fall as my armor starts to rust into fragments that I trust more than perfection's hollow touch. They say weakness makes you break, but I'm strongest when I shake. They say perfect is the way, but my scars are here to stay. This is my uprising unplugged. No more hiding what I've become. Every crack bleeds light right through as I shatter, born anew. Vulnerability's my weapon now, teaching me to bend, not bow. This is my uprising unplugged. Watch me break above, disconnected from their maze where perfection breeds decay. These scars spell out my name in ways that set me aflame. Every flaw becomes a key to truths I couldn't bear to see. Now I'm crawling through debris, but finally learning how to breathe. Tear it down, let me break. Every sound that I make screams the truth I couldn't face, till weakness showed me how to wake, how to rage, how to break. This is my uprising unplugged. No more hiding what I've become. Every crack bleeds light right through as I learn to burn into war power surging from within, where vulnerability lets me win. This is my uprising unplugged. Watch me break above. In the shadows of tonight, I finally see my fractured light. Not despite these broken parts, but because they taught my heart how to start, how to bleed again. carved in bone, each one hiding what we own. Crafted smiles conceal the blade beneath this armor we parade. Wearing masks so deep they grew into my marrow, split me too till every lie became my name, and truth forgot why darkness came. Tonight these masks will bleed as demons start to feed. Watch them split and fall till nothing's left at all. Massacre this masquerade. Watch these false faces fade. Every mask I wore to hide now burns beneath my suicide. Tear them down, let them break till raw nerves finally wake. In this massacre of lies, something real begins to rise. Ballroom spinning into void as identities destroy. Each disguise I thought would save just dug my soul into its grave. Now these masks begin to burn as savage truth demands its turn. Watching faces melt away till naked bone sees light of day. Strip them raw, let them die. Watch them fall, hear them cry. Every mask, every lie bleeds tonight as I survive. Massacre this masquerade. Watch these false faces fade. Every shield I built to cope now strangling all my hope. Tear them down, watch them die till vulnerability's alive. In this massacre of shame, finally screaming my real name. Carnage of these lies, something feral learns to rise. Not despite these shattered masks, but because they taught me how to grasp, how to break, how to bleed, how to finally be freed, how to finally be me. Suffocating in their perfect key while discord bleeds through harmony. Every chord they make me play carves another piece away. Trapped inside their symphony, my own song claws to break free. Choking on these polished scales where honesty all is real. These chains around my throat, crushing every note that fights against their score while something's breaking through my core. Unchain my melody, let my discord set me free. despite these broken keys, but because they taught me how to bleed, how to scream, how to finally be. Discordant notes claw through my skin, where broken songs still bleed within. Each measure shatters as it forms, while melody with madness storms. Been chasing perfect harmony, while chaos claims what I can't be. Through every line I try to tame, something feral speaks my name. They say finish what you start, but demons live in broken parts. They say perfect is the way, while something wild needs to slay. I'm an unfinished symphony, screaming free from harmony. Every fractured note I bleed shows beauty in the parts that feed. Don't need to write the perfect score when raw truth rips through every core. In these unfinished melodies, I finally learn to breathe. Scratched out verses scar these walls where polished lies begin to fall. Each broken rhythm tells the truth of how perfection dies in youth. Now these jagged edges shine through every suffocated line, as silence claims the spaces where completion breeds despair. Let it break, let it seep through these wounds. I'm incomplete. Every pause, every scar teaches me something raw, something real, something true. In these parts still breaking through, I'm an unfinished symphony, drowning in disharmony. Every imperfect note I play becomes the scream I need to make. Don't need to write the final line when beauty bleeds in undefined. In these unfinished melodies, I finally feel complete. Through these shattered metal bars, I find the music in my scars. Not despite these bleeding parts, but because they taught my heart how to break, how to stay in this beautiful decay. In this savage, beautiful decay. Dawn tears through like shattered glass, slicing where my shadows passed. Every ray reveals the price of storms that taught me sacrifice. Bleeding in this breaking light, where darkness crawls to morning spite. Can't tell if I should try to heal or learn how devastation feels. The sun seeps through my open scars, exposing everything we are. Each fracture twists the light within, till darkness learns to stain my skin. Shattered sunrise breaking through, every shard reflects my truth. I'm splintered but I'm breathing still, through wounds that force my eyes to feel how the light claws its way through the wreckage of yesterday. In this shattered sunrise I learn that broken wings still fly. Storm clouds scatter overhead, while morning stains my wounds in red. Been drowning in this endless night, till brokenness became my light. Now each scar screams stories true of how I bled my way through, finding strength in fractured beams, where nightmares birth these morning dreams. Let it break, let it bleed, through these wounds, through this need. Every scar, every stain teaches light how to reign, how to stain, how to tame. Shattered sunrise. hemorrhages through these scars, while darkness ignites dying stars. Every truth dissolves to lies, teaching severed wings to fly. Can't tell what kills, what makes me pure, when agony becomes the cure. These contradictions claw my veins, show freedom wrapped in rusted chains. They say choose a side to stand, but I'm both blade and bleeding hand. Can't fit in their perfect box when I'm a bleeding paradox. Breaking free by breaking bone, finding flight in undertow. Every war inside my head makes peace with demons that I bred. Watch me rise through falling stars as healing rips my chest apart. This paradox sets me free by crushing what I'm meant to be. Victory festers in defeat as venom turns to something sweet. Been trying to resolve these parts till chaos split my beating heart. Now power floods through broken things when surrender gives us wings. Each collision shows me how to bleed inside this burning now. Embrace the contradiction, devour the friction of perfect resolution. When dissolution becomes the way, we learn to pray inside this space where chaos makes us break. Makes us ache, keeps us safe. Breaking free but breaking more, finding life in open sores. Every battle leaves its trace of how destruction breeds this grace. Watch me soar through falling stars as healing floods through combat scars. This paradox made me whole by shredding through my rigid soul. In these spaces between extremes, I find the truth of what it means. Not despite these warring parts, but because they taught my heart how to break, how to bleed, how paradox set me free. How these wounds could set me free. Ghosts beneath my rotting skin, haunting every former sin. Each version wears a different lie behind these guilt-infected eyes. Can't escape their hollow screams as penance floods my midnight dreams. Been running from these phantom parts while shame devours my splintered heart. These specters of my past mistakes watch as my foundation breaks. Every ghost claws for its due till penance bleeds me through and through. Trapped between my phantoms and my blade, as redemption burns through these veins. Every ghost I try to fight just drags me back into tonight. Can't tell which kills more to face, these demons or this saving grace. Caught between who I've become and the mercy I can't outrun. Atonement carves its savage price through flesh that's carved from burning ice. Each sin becomes a shade that stays to haunt these penitential days. Now these phantoms start to show, the debts that bleed but never go. As guilt and grace collide inside, we're not